EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It is the final round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the last stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and what a huge day it is, Frank.
One round will determine whether they graduate from the Web.com or back again here next year. The chance of graduation, though, the richest. Play with the greats of the game, all on play today.
Now one of the most demanding holes on this golf course, the 14th, 481-yard par 4.
If you want a litmus test at TPC Sawgrass on who's playing well, check the tee shots on 14. If you stripe it down here, you know you're driving the ball well. Too often we see people messing with the mounds on the right.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Now this for birdie. Came away with a bogey on the previous round. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey.
You know, for such a strong man, weak putt.
Now I'll have to make this just to avoid making Michael Dublé. So that's a drop shot. Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it. Well protected by a big bunker on the left and these two little pop bunkers out on the right that, well, if your first time around, you might notice.
So another good result, playing this one as it should be played, right down the middle, in the fairway. Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Steady all day long. That one about 20 feet away. Let's settle. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
You'd like that one again.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Settles in over the putt. He takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse. Second shot.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just 5 feet left. Frank, I'm sure it feels good to get some red numbers on the card, but this tournament is probably too far out of reach at this point.
No question.
So, coming off a birdie on the last hole, by my reckoning, we have 140 yards left. You want to get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18 with a chance. 16 is the reachable par 5. You can make eagle there. And then the final 2 holes, you just want to steer clear of trouble. Though, with bold play, and you mentioned it with Craig Perks, you could make birdies.
It really is a case of mind over matter when you look at those holes. You're right. If you took away the water, you'd think they're 3 nice holes. But it wouldn't be the same. You intimidate the player as he plays 15. He's well aware of the finishing 3 holes.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one. Chance for back-to-back. Great, too.
Beautiful. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf, the 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of 18 here, that's also shared to the right of 9. Not a single fairway bunker on this 18th hole. So really, lack of definition. It's so hard to find a target here.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut. That's not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. He's made it. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.